Hi all, welcome back. So today is 10th January 2023 and markets are already closed for the day. Mainly equity markets are already closed for the day. And today we have seen most of the selling pressure. On most of the stocks, there was a heavy selling pressure. And when we compared with yesterday's price action, yesterday there was some buying observed across the sectors and some sort of good buying was happened yesterday. But today it was completely opposite move and also heavy selling pressure we have observed on most of the stocks today across the many sectors. Okay, and in this video, I have picked the Adani Ports stock. Okay, I have picked the Adani Ports Limited stock, and why I have picked this stock is this is the stock where we have seen a good fall from the initial opening. Okay, so the similar kind of behavior was happened in most of the stocks, but not the exact. If not the exact, but there was some similar kind of behavior was observed in most of the stocks. Okay, so I hope by explaining this particular price action, you may be going through the other stocks intraday price action also, so that you can practice or you can understand what has happened in those stocks also. Okay, so here we are on Adani Ports 5-minute time frame chart. Okay, we are on 5-minute time frame, and I have plotted one key level here. So for that, I will zoom out. Okay, so I am zooming out here. So you can see it very clearly, right? There is one key level or key zone, we can say, where Adani ports got rejected multiple times. Okay, there is a zone, we can consider as a zone also. It's not, if not a level exactly. So I will plot it as a zone. Okay, so what we are observing here. So at this zone, it got multiple rejections on 3 continuous days, and then it fell down. And if you observe on 5th January and 6th January, they tried to break that or to go above that zone or to reach to that zone again. But immediately after reaching to that zone or level, it started falling continuously, right? And if you see the yesterday's price action, this is on 9th January, yesterday's price action. So initially there was some sort of buying observed here, but these buying what happened, this buying is not able to make that complete, mean to make that move complete, right? So even though we are seeing a good buying in the first half of the session, that buying has not able to, they are not succeeded in moving to that level again. Okay, so what will be the expectation generally here is, yesterday there was some buying attempt happened to reach to that level, but they failed and the price fell down again. But even after falling down, it again took this support at that 5-minute support level, and even again from there the buying started. Okay, so by seeing this kind of price action yesterday after the market or today before the market, so assume. So when we see this kind of behavior, yesterday they tried to go to that point, but they failed. But unfortunately, they were killed off actually, right? All the buying, whatever has they happened in the first half of the session, they got killed off because everybody would have kept their stop losses just below the day low at that point of time or 5-minute candle support. So they got killed off, but immediately from there on, they started taking it up again, right? So by seeing this kind of behavior, what we will be expecting today, especially before market, is if we see the buying attempt again, okay, if we see the buying attempt again, we will be taking the buy position so that we can target to this level. Okay, and now I will zoom into the today's price action so that you can clearly observe the behavior. Okay, so this is the today's price action. What happened? Initially, first 15 minutes, there was some selling observed, right? And then again, there was some buying happened. But if you observe closely, if I zoom clearly, you can see it. Okay, so initially there was selling happened, and then from there they got some recovery or some buying attempt has done there. From there on, price went up to some extent. But here, if you observe, whatever the buying has happened, it did not even reach to the high that first 5-minute candle made it. Right? If I draw in this way, if I plot, this is the first 5-minute candle high, right? So buying has happened, but unfortunately, before reaching to that level, whatever the level it the level first 5-minute candle reached, so there was some selling attempt was done, right? So what happens here? if I extend this level, so before reaching to that first 5-minute resistance, again there was some selling observed, but immediately from that selling there was buying started again. So from after completing this selling, there was some buying started again, and observe that this particular candle, 10:25 a.m. candle, it clearly closed above the first 5-minute resistance. So right, so this particular candle would have induced or would have tempted number of intraday traders. Okay, number of intraday traders. I hope some of the algo trading systems also would have taken the buy positions here, because expecting the target will be reaching, because yesterday they did not succeeded, because yesterday we have seen 2 attempts of buying, but second attempt it did not even reach to the high whatever the first attempt has made. But this time, first attempt, second attempt, even though they are not very good, but the third attempt is very good and it closed above the first attempt. So that is a good signal also to attempt or to trap many of the intraday traders. So this is the place where they induced, or I can say they have trapped as many intraday traders as possible to take the buy position, and they might be expecting the target would be hitting to that key level, whatever this level which we have plotted. And unfortunately, what happened right after that candle, it started falling down very sharply. And if you observe, it almost, I mean, it almost killed all the positional traders also, not only the intraday traders. So because intraday traders who are taking the buy position here, at max, they might be keeping the stop loss just below the day low at that point of time, or even before below the previous day low. But what happened? It kept on selling continuously and it went down below the last support, whatever the price action. If you see the low which it has made on 26th December. So that is what the last support it has taken. And most of the positional traders who are taking the position for 1 or 2 weeks or 3 weeks, they might have taken the buy positions already somewhere here, and they might have kept the stop loss just below the support level. And if you observe, they killed both intraday and also the positional traders. So this selling might be because of the market-wide selling, or it might be because of the stock-specific reason also. But checking the price action itself. So to fall to, if the price want to come up to this extent, they don't want to give this move, right? So why they have given this move is to trap the intraday traders, because big players or the market makers, I can say, they know that, or they want to bring the price to this support, right? If they want to bring that price to the support, they can keep on, right from this first 5-minute candle, they can keep on selling it continuously and reach to this point. But they don't want to give that move continuously to add some liquidity, to get some liquidity, or to get some stop losses below the supports. They made this initial buying attempt where it shows that most of the intraday traders will be getting trapped by expecting that it will reach to that key support level or key resistance level. And from there on, it was a really complete drastic fall from there. I hope this particular trade or this particular Adani ports might have given a huge losses for most of the intraday traders today. But what is the point which we can learn from here is, okay, so assume if we have taken, only thing is that the turning point is this one only. The candle which occurred at 10:25 and 10:30 is the key turning point for the price action. So this is a place where it induced many of the buyers. So one thing, if you watch my previous videos, I used to say one point saying that we have to follow the stop losses. I mean, we have to keep the stop losses, especially when we are doing an intraday trades, right? So if you assume if you have taken a buy position here, okay, then you should keep your stop loss somewhere. First, try to keep your stop loss below the day low. Assume you have taken a buy position and keep your stop loss. First attempt, keep your stop loss at the day low at that point of time, and then keep observing the candles. So here we are seeing a good, I mean, very big red candle here, right? And again, after that, there was some buying attempt was seen here on in 10:35 candles. So there was some buying attempt was happened. So at that point of time, what you have to do? You have to bring, or you have to trail up the stop loss below the big red candle, because if the price falls that level, it will definitely come to the day low at least. I cannot tell that it will fall to that extent, but at least it will not be able to sustain there. So why to take this much loss is what my point. So if these breaks again, definitely they don't want to stay, or they don't want to go up again. So definitely they will at least they will come to the day low to kill all the buyers. And then it may happen whatever. I mean, based on the price action here, it may try to go up again or not. We can see at that point of time. But what is the point which we can learn from here is, first keep the stop loss at the day low at that point of time, whatever, when you're taking the trade, and keep trailing the stop loss. Okay, don't stick to the stop loss only, because if you're seeing the price action is not in your favor, come out in your position with taking as low loss as possible. Don't take huge losses. So in this particular price action, I hope loss is really, I mean, we cannot avoid this loss, because we have to take the stop. We have to take some loss here, because it was given a good price action, and immediately they reversed it, or they immediately they returned from that point. So I hope there is no very clear clue also. So most of the buyers would have been taken their positions, and here the only thing they can do is they can minimize the loss. That is what we can do, or we can learn from today. I mean, Adani Ports price action today. So I hope you will note down this point. I mean, trailing up the stop losses if you have taken the buy position, or trailing down the stop losses if you have taken the sell positions, will be helping you to minimize your losses. Okay, so you can go through the other stocks intraday price action also, so that you can practice it and you can understand what has happened today and what kind of traps they have done today to come down. So I hope this explanation is very much helpful for you and for your analysis. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time. Bye.